Color. Is it? What did it scan both? Okay, I'm pretty sure it ranked for a second, and it first ranked Svarog because it can detect Svarog. Rating invalid. Rating invalid. I don't know why I'm March Hunt. I think it's because I just haven't swapped her in a while. About Eidolons.
My past is gradually coming to light.
Rating invalid. Interesting. .59. I think it's always 84, no matter which version you have. I think. So, let me check. I can't believe I've had this one though. What? I guess invalid. Uh, okay, interesting. All emanators are rating invalid, including Luocha, who I believe is actually an emanator of an abundance, I believe. At least it's my guess, based on every other character that has invalid being an emanator, with one exception, and that being March, who also has a rating invalid. Although there is one possibility for that one, which is that she's an emanator of remembrance. 0 points. Okay. What absolute... Oh, because she's freezing cold? That's funny. I can't believe it's a Jingliu specific achievement, really. Okay, if you have Jingliu, go do that. I'm really not sure what the rating logic is entirely. It might actually be power, but I'm not sure. Only 2 characters left. Rating invalid. Emanator of the Elation, maybe. Let's see the really low points for this as well. 0.35 points. Okay, here's my guess for how this works. I'm actually really not sure. There's some very interesting things of note here. Notably, Herda puppets are only given a level of 4. And it immediately does that for Herda as well. Before then going with Herda being 10,000, unbeatable, and it's like rating invalid. Which means it's not actually detecting anything. I'm really curious as to what the rating system is and if people have found it out already or not. Where's my team? Oh, there you are. I'm really interested to see that. Again, this is also really interesting. It's like... rating invalid! Overwhelmed, the eyes snap shut, giving up on the impossible answer. Okay. Do we know the reason?
So this was my childhood dream,
see.
huh? I will walk to the end with all your wills.
Okay, let me look at all the rating invalids.
Matter the cost.
Let me see here. Yeah, March 7th, rating invalid. After
My
90.
childhood musings, huh? So naive.
Sampo is rating invalid. Blade is 42. Most of my characters don't own. Silverwolf is 110. Fujiwan is 77. Let's see. Luocha is also rating invalid. Jingyuan is rating invalid.
So this was my childhood dream, huh?
Wolfo is also 0, then adds 5, probably for Tails. Ronmei is 47. Black Swan's 1. Acheron is rating invalid. Venturing 32. Robin 36. Bujo 44. Jade 60. Fei Xiao is rating invalid.
All your wills. No matter the cost.
Pom Pom, 1 point Laboratory Glass Doors. Laboratory Glass Doors 10. Cosmic Bouquet 2. I think that it might be detecting path energy. The rating pistol might be detecting the emanating path energy from a character. Some characters are low purely because the energy they release is very low, not because they're distinctively notably weaker. But characters like Emanators always exude extremely large amounts of path energy. But and a rating invalid simply means they release too much path energy for it to detect. Notably, that's why I think Phynon is this. Phynon is not an emanator. I want to stress this enough. He is not an emanator. Iron Tomb is the emanator of destruction that Herta talked about. But he does exude an extremely large amount of destruction path energy. And this is also why all of the other emanators do the exact same thing. They release extra path energy, which is why I think Sampo might be either an emanator or just a really strong follower. If I put in all these three and then just the Sampo, these are 4 different examples. Let's see, we have a path, the emanator of a path that's extremely strong in and of itself, which is Acheron, a emanator of nihility, a self-annihilator, which is why it's rating invalid. Herta, it does not immediately detect that Herta is there, because Herta doesn't seem to exude her path energy. She doesn't really use her abilities pretty much ever. She uses her genius and not her abilities, so her path energy isn't ever really active, so she doesn't release any. Instead, it just detects the same it does for Herta's puppets. But it realizes suddenly that it could do much better than that. Sampo may just be an extreme follower of the Elation, but I believe he may be an emanator himself. We haven't actually really seen him do anything. He just kind of has fun. And it's rating invalid. And Phynon, who we know emanates an extreme amount of path energy, also got a rating invalid, but like an extreme rating invalid. He's likely the most powerful character that we can play so far. I'd argue he's stronger than Acheron. We don't know really either of those characters' limits, but I mean, dude, he hit Nanook. He managed to make contact with Nanook, and Nanook was impressed. Nanook is the destruction itself. And of course, there are some other characters in this grouping. Do I have any other emanators? I don't think I actually do. Oh, but I do have Luocha, who could be technically an emanator of abundance. He may hate the abundance, but it does not mean he can't be an emanator of it. Emanators don't choose to be emanators. That's something people always need to remember. Some beings just happen to follow a path so closely, they become an emanator, or like they get the direct power from the Aeon to become an emanator, and they still follow it, of course. Because why else would they have been created to begin with? These are the 3 I'll keep on here for now, but I'm not entirely sure. So it's very interesting. My theory of it being path energy could be correct, but we're not entirely sure. And again, that's probably why Clara was weaker than Svarog. Svarog was created for the preservation, so his score is extremely high. As for Silverwolf being the highest number character outside of the rating invalids, that does, however, put my theory to question. Because she has a score of 110. So my theory could be wrong, and it could be basing on different things. We may never know. After all, there are a bunch of characters I don't have that I couldn't really know. A lot of characters weren't in that list at all. Notably, the last character in there that was added was like Moze and Gallagher and stuff. So that grouping of characters does not include Aglaya, Trivi, Anaxa, Castris, and Cypher. So I'm not entirely sure. But of this grouping, Fei Xiao also had a rating invalid. A lot of research will probably have to go into this. I will probably figure this out at some point. But right now, it's just don't have enough information about this rating pistol. We also need to finish the Amphoria storyline, get every character from Amphorius, and then maybe we can figure that out. Because the interesting thing is how rating invalid does not mean 0. So this is another interesting thing. Rating invalid must be super powerful characters, because not only A, do we have characters with a power of 0, but all of the other Amphorius characters, as far as I can tell, have a rating between 0 and 1. Or to put it more simply, they're a floating point variable. They are between 0 and 1, never being any higher or lower, except for Finon, because he transcended the space. Remember, he's not there anymore. He's not in Amphorius anymore. He's gone. He wasn't in the buffer layer, so he didn't get reset. What? I need to know if Aglaya, Tribi, Castorus, and Axa, and Cypher, I need to know if all of them have the same number conventions as Mighty and Hyacinth do. Mighty, Hyacinth, and Finon are the only 3 Amphorius characters I own. Because I didn't get any of the others. Like, no joke, I don't own any of the other characters. Like, I don't have... Where are they all? Yeah, I don't have Anaxa, I don't have Tribi, I don't have Cypher, and I don't have Aglaya or Castorus. Pretty sure I didn't miss any characters. Did I? Yeah, I don't own any other Amphorius characters. The only ones I own are Mighty, Finon, and then Hyacinth. In that order. No, Mighty, Hyacinth, Finon would be in that order. As for all these other things, though, there's nothing really interesting in here otherwise. There's interesting stuff in the other one, though. I really need to figure out what the numbering convention for that is. If I could put every character on a list and like put them in order, I can like figure it out, but I don't have that order. I'd have to sit through all of them. There's only one like other super interesting thing. I mean, there's some interesting stuff in here. I imagine some of these might be references to other stuff, but I don't recognize most of these. Except these. This I recognize. I feel like I recognize this, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it kind of looks like it. To a certain degree. And based on this image, it looks pretty similar like it would be. I mean, it looks like Himiko Murata's Broken Blade. Based on another piece of art. Based on what the full sword looks like, but also what the art I just saw looked like. I don't think other things in here are really interesting that much, though. It's a prototype. What is this even supposed to be? It doesn't specify. Energy black hole. Okay. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I don't know enough about Honkai Impact. This is the wings. This is obviously... It's obvious what this one is. This is just Genshin. These others are probably just references. But yeah, it's interesting. Really need to figure out what... Let's keep going back to it. The rating pistol is so interesting. Because it seems to react really negatively, or rather it gives a rating value to every emanator. With the exception of 2 characters, again, Phynon is kind of an emanator, but he's not confirmed entirely yet. It does it to Sampo, who's a character we know very little about, and the same is said of Luocha. Again, I suppose it's... Until we get the end of the Euphoria storyline, we won't know that much about Phynon either. We know his past, but he's technically not a real person yet, so we're not entirely sure. That's also why I think all Amphoria's characters, I'm pretty sure, have the exact same number, or the exact same like numbering convention, somewhere between 1 and 0. Anyway, more people with more characters will probably be able to tell more about it. Anyway.